Sim Sefer Yad, we're holding page Samach. Sim Sefer Yad case of Rambam. At the end of the Rambam, the second part of the Hadran, second section, the Rebbe said he's going to speak about the Hashavois, the comparisons of the end of the Rambam with Hilchos Tshuva. The differences and the comparisons. Sim Sefer Yad case of Rambam Zel Sheni. Beis Yazman Isham Lirov Limchom Lekim V'Sachrus. In the time of Mashiach, there won't be any hunger or war or jealousy or competition. There'll be a lot of good, and all the delicacies will be found like earth. The whole occupation of the world will be to know Hashem. And therefore, Yidden will be great scholars. This is all the lotion of the Rambam, the end of the Rambam. Because the Rambam taken now. The Rambam writes also in a Teichen, which is similar to the above. What does he say? Had promised us in the Teire, Adeib will take away from us all things that hold us back from doing the mitzvahs. Again, for example, all sicknesses, all wars, and all hunger. They don't last that Teire, and will give us all good, which helps us to do the Teire. We shouldn't have to be involved. We shouldn't be occupied with things that the body bodily needs. We'll sit pnuyim. We'll sit clear, sitting, learning learning wisdom. No occupations, no botherings. So love and tamash never shame the shul the amalach. No, we have to understand the differences between shul and malach. Aleph, shul and chayli. He says that there's a sickness. There will be sickness. Not only just he mentions it, he mentions the first things that hold us back from learning and davening the way we should. This is the main thing of things that are holding back the person from right. When it comes to the things that we don't have any things holding us back, he says there won't be hunger and no war. He doesn't say that no sickness. Over there he only says sickness, war, and hunger. And here he adds also jealousy and competition. He wants to say what's the goal of everything? What's the goal? Where are we heading? I think that's what he speaks about. How comes to Tshuva Dafke? Save so last Tshuva, save Galuson. I don't remember. I'm not sure. It's going to be before Mashiach.
Before Mashiach?
Looking for Marif? 8:45, 9:45, and 10:30.
What's she Yossi? Like a what?
What?
It's not talking before Mashiach. Like in the future.
It is the future. If it's Chana Batera that, we take a Rambam. I have to guess. Bring a Rambam Hilchos Tshuva. Mada. Where do they have a Mada? Okay. Do this before. Of the mitzvahs and the tape that we get if we do what it says in the way, if we do what it says in the.
It's like the ultimate of it.
It says we know the matan schar and the mitzvahs and the good that we get if we do the way of the Hashem is chay el mabo, and the nekom is that the person gets cut away. Fine, doesn't get it. So he says. If so, what is the pshat if it says in the Torah, if you listen to the Eibishter, you'll get such and such. If you won't do, if a person doesn't listen to Hashem, such and such will happen. These are all things in this world. Hunger, satisfaction, war, peace, kingdom, shiflos, to be settled in the land, to have to go away from the land. So he says, that's true. That's true. This is when we do all the mitzvahs of the Torah, we'll get all the goods of this world. And when we don't do the mitzvahs of the Torah, the bad things it says in the Torah will happen to us. But that's not the ultimate schar the mitzvahs. The bad that says in the Torah is not the ultimate nekom, how do you say in English, the revenge that Dave should take revenge on someone that doesn't do all the mitzvahs. Never then. The pshat like this. Dave should give us a Torah. And this is, and whoever does what it, and this is the tree of life. Whoever does whatever it says in it, he gets chayel mabo. And according to his wisdom, according to his actions, he's zeicha more and more. And the Eibshter told us that if we'll do it with happiness and joyfulness, and we'll always consecutively, continuously put ourselves in the Torah, in the Chacham of Torah, I'll take away everything that holds us back from learning. Which that is, Kegain, this is the Rosh Hashanah, Cheli Milchama V'Rov. This is not speaking about Mashiach's Satan. And he says it will give us all the goods which help us learn Torah, save V'Shalom, Ribi Kes V'Zov. In order, we shouldn't have to think of things that do bodily manners. He says that's going to bring us Kadesh Niskel Chayel Mabo. Okay, we'll soon see. Gimel. Birchs Malachim Kesev. Ve'esi Azman Le Yishom Le Rav Le Mechama. שהטבע תהיה משפט, שמובן מלשן, אין השפוס הטבע לבוא דבר נסף לעומר לפני זה. It's not an additional thing that besides there won't be war and the competition, war and hunger that's also going to be good. It's not the pshat. The pshat is kim zon is in the stam. Claim שהטבע שתוש בעוז בשפע רב, היא הסיבה גרמז וכיללס שלישום לירוב למוחם וכו'. This is the general reason, because there's going to be so much good, there won't be any war, there won't be any hunger. He'll take away all the things that are holding us back from not being able to learn. Will give us good. It's an addition to taking away the bad things. And how does he take away the bad things, the hunger and the war? By taking it away, not by giving us good. It's not an outcome of giving us good. So it's totally different aspect of Hilchos Malachim. So what is it? Dalet. Why does he have to add Hilchos Malachim? Besides the fact that they shall give us many good, all the delicacies will be found like earth. Mashma, that when you say Teva, doesn't tell me about Madanim. You say when he says he'll give us all good, and he says in detail, it means satisfaction, peace, a lot of gold and silver. He doesn't say delicacies. So what is the addition of Ma'adanim, which is not included in the good, and even not in Kol HaTevis, and even not in the Kol HaTevis, what includes Seva, V'Shalom, V'Ribikas, V'Zov. And secondly, Madua Meisiv Zadafki B'Chs Malach. Why does he add this addition of Ma'adanim in Hilchos Malach? So that's obvious that Hilchos Malach and Hilchos Tshuva are two different things, two different halachas. Come to Lom, come to Yukum Lashon Hilchos Malach Guf, and now we have to understand things in the halachas of Hilchos Malach itself. Aleph, Gabi Teva, case by the good, he says, Shateva Tim Mushpas. It will be given to us the good. It's going to come from somebody, come from the Eibshter. It's not mashma that comes from somewhere. It's just nimtza, it's found. This is a fascinating diyukim. When we come to the answers, this is going to blow our mind. But the diyukim itself, you see that it's stam meduyik. Beis hakavana bePashas v'chol ha'madanim tzuyin ka'ofor he sheyu b'div gadol muflik ka'ofor ha'aretz. Pashas, the pshat is madanim tzuyin ka'ofor means it's going to be so much so. It's going to be as much found, as much easy to find it as like the earth to the ground. In the Sefer of Halachas, he doesn't use L'shen Sov Melitza. It's going to be a lot. So you found a Moshel Ka'afre, Ka'ofor. Beis Yisraelim Zom Azeh in Atzmi Negel Tev V'Kesim Ushpois Harbe V'Gav Madalam U'Shana V'Kesim Between Kofar. Why? In these same words of the Lashon Rambam, he says Tev V'Tim Ushpois Harbe, and a second later he says Cholam Madalam Between Kofar. He could have said V'Tim Between Harbe. Oh, it's not a word, yeah. Let's see. Why Madafka Madanim? Can say also Tev V'Tim Ushpois Kofar. It looks down. Why Dafka Madanim? It's better for the guns. Whatever, we'll see what he says. But that word is a word, yeah. Abir Bazeh. The explanation to all these above mentioned questions, 6 questions at least, or more, including another 4 questions, yeah. Abir Bazeh is Borliel. Sheteichen shall say for Ayadhu Halochas. The Inyanon Hu Lifel Chidush V'Shina Bat Dvarim Shebeil. The Teichen of the Sefer of the Rambam is Halochas. This is the thread of the Hadrן. That the Rambam is halachas, but maybe there has to be a law, what I should do, and it has an impact on changing the world. The world should be like the Torah teaches us. When's going to be the ultimate completion of doing mitzvahs? It's going to be like we said today in davening. Yeah, what we said. I think we said it today. I know. Next, was that came mitzvahs yos betachs shleim, because Abraham just dafkte efshar slatzkte mitzvah hegen. Besides the fact that then the doing of the mitzvahs will be the ultimate completion, like it says in the Rambam. Only then will be the possibility to learn Torah and doing mitzvahs the way we should. The impact of the mitzvahs in the world will be then in the ultimate way. That the world, the being of the world will be in the right form. All its details will be shlilas mum. It won't have any blemish. Shleimus no v'tei v'yofe. It's Slushain is the. It won't have a mum, and also it says they Ramah Chazur Mizbech Seifon. He says from Ramah Chazur Mizbech. So the world's going to be complete. First, it's not going to have any chesreinis, and also it's going to be beautiful. So there, what the Rebbe was saying in the whole Hadrän, that the world is going to be the way the Eibishter wants, and it's not going to be not the way the Eibishter wants. The way it's supposed to be according to the laws and the laws of the Torah. Shleimar. So this is what's going to be when Mashiach comes. Besides, we're going to do the mitzvahs the way we should. It's going to have an impact on the world, that the world should be in the ultimate. Shleim zat am jam maybe Messiah Sefer Yad Mesa Mashiach. Ve'ilo in Delam Aboshu Ikev Sefer Schal in Isker Kan Rak B'derech Hagav. Av Sherach was a Sefer Yad Av Bichas Shuv. Now I understand why the Ram includes this. That the Mervig in the Chaim Abba. Yeah. So he says, why is it that here he speaks about the Mesa Mashiach? Amhab, which is the Iker Schar according to the Rambam in Sefer Yad. The Iker Schar is God Il Mabo. Why doesn't he mention it? Kim Shasech Teichen Allah is since the Teichen, the whole Sefer is Allah. So since the whole Teichen of the Sefer of the Ram is Allah had impact the world. The theme of the Sefer is going to be how the world's going to be in the time of Mashiach, which is Tachas Hashem is the mitzvahs v'halachas u'plas be'elam. Gan Eden, yeah, Gan Eden. Look what he said. Yeah, he's going to say it right over here. He said, according to the Rambam, there's no gufu gviyah. He says, and he says in the order over here, the Gam l'shitas haRamban. V'chein l'achro b'teres achsidus. He brings to look at the Teretz Tzav. She'elam ha b'koel zman tchis ha'meisim she'yodem b'guf. So l'chore, there's going to be a guf. So why do you say in shah b'kim mitzvahs? It's also keino. K'mayim razal mitzvahs b'teilus lo'osid lovi. V'koel aleilum azman atchiyah. Af l'meisim she'er kein tchis ha'meisim ein b'teilum. L'hoir. Shall pi chiluk zeh shedavka b'tchis ha'meisim mitzvahs b'teilus v'leib b'meisim Mashiach b'turz kama ma'mekim she'tzina l'im b'agos manatz chayis b'nidus shom v'in kam mekim l'hayrich. Derech Hagav, the Rebbe answers with this a shaila from the manatz chayis. How could it be? Yeah, two kufas. Mesa Mashiach, then there's going to be the ultimate completion of Torah mitzvahs. Then there is the in of Yitchis Amesim, which is going to be mitzvah potatoes. But other places the Rebbe says mitzvah potatoes is a different shot. But the while over here he learns in Lamed Hey. That's Ches, I think, has a problem that going to be Kalayim and not going to have the mitzvahs. I'm not sure. Zacharaya said Zayin Yimei Samshiach. How Shach? That's another shayla. That's another shayla. I read the Shayla. What's the question? The Maratz Chais? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Fine. Mashenkin El Abosh and Shayla Kima Mitzvahs. Any element is Chorish Lo Mitzvahs. El Mahab, which is only a schar for mitzvahs. Therefore, the place for speaking about the Elam Habo, which you can't do mitzvahs then, for whatever reason, we saw bottle, we won't have a mitzvahs b'chlal, so therefore, it's only matan schar and shal mitzvahs. Therefore, it's not spoken about in the end of the Rambam, which is, the Rambam is about telling us the ultimate of halachas and mitzvahs. Now we'll understand the answer to all the questions. Now answer the first question we asked. Why is it that the Rambam, when he speaks about the days of Mashiach, he doesn't include the detail that there won't be sickness, not like Kechel Shuvah, which he does say is the first thing. Why? Because Birchas days, case of Rambam, say that Nogus Adam man yiyelei guf bari v'sholem. Birchas days, the Rambam writes how a person should conduct himself in order to have a healthy body. If you act in the ways that Ram tells us, he'll never have any sicknesses. Therefore, which is spoken about in since then there'll be the impact of the mitzvahs of the world in the ultimate way. The world will be conducting a way that Torah tells us. The only occupation will be to know Hashem. So certainly we're going to be acting on the way the Rambam tells us how to act. There's no place for sickness. Since he's speaking about Yemei Mashiach, that's the Hilchos Malachim. Hilchos Malachim is speaking about Yemei Mashiach. Therefore, the world is totally gesund automatic. You don't have to tell them they're not going to be chayli. Because we're doing what the Rambam tells us to do automatic. Asher ein ki b'chos shuvah is the answer to you what's the Rambam speaking about b'chos shuvah. Shashom ha'medur b'azman shall live the Yemei Mashiach. Which is over there speaking about the time before the Yemei Mashiach and why we're doing Torah mitzvahs. The Rebbe tells us that if we'll do Torah mitzvahs, he'll take away anything that doesn't let us do Torah mitzvahs. The world is not ultimate completion. Bashpas HaTeva Asar Sadvarim Ameinim Urak Abnegel Yisrael She'esav V'leim V'ateda B'simcha V'tevas HaNefesh V'nene B'simcha V'tevas HaNefesh V'nege, it says over here. It says V'nege B'chachmos HaTamid.
Nege,
yeah, but da steht V'nene. Steht HaGimel Tzyanun. Shemnai Yisrael B'simcha V'tevas HaNefesh V'nege B'chachmos HaTamid. So then the Eibusha says that he's going to take away from us all the problems. If we're sitting and learning Torah with happiness or joy, and we're toiling in Torah constantly, the Eibusha will take away all the obstacles and let us and give us all the good. But it's possible since he's not yet complete, so therefore it's possible that he should not act totally the way the Rambam tells him to. It's like a hechatimtza. When do you need the extra shmira that the Eibusha should take away from us sicknesses because we're not holding it's not Yemei Mashiach yet. We're not perfect yet. That's a cheshuvah he's speaking about before Yemei Mashiach. According to this general difference. We'll come to the end of this in Sif Chav Zayin. We'll explain all the other differences. Before Yemei Mashiach and Yemei Mashiach. Yeah. Says Mela better up the Shal for Chayli. And then he's going to say later all the other differences he's going to explain in Sif Chav Zayin. Meaning is boy, it's explained before Sif Hey Shpulsam is Beilam. Not only to make the world be the way the Eibusha wants, it has two impacts. Firstly, they should be the way the Eibusha wants. There shouldn't be in an entity which is negating or against the lessons of the Torah, the way Torah wants it should be. That's everything, every mitzvah. Be the way the Eibusha wants, and don't be not the way the Eibusha wants. That's what every mitzvah tells the person. Since the impact of the mitzvah in the world is in two ways, positive and negative. Therefore, when we speak about the time of Mashiach, then everything will be in the ultimate completion, ultimate level. The Rambam speak about this inyan in two aspects. Firstly, there won't be hunger, there won't be negatives. We're not going to do things which are not Asik Nadatz Hashem Bavad. Also, Ram wrote, the Yi Asik Oleilam Nadatz Hashem, the Yi Asik Oleilam Nadatz Hashem is the Shlila. Kava Shlila later, actually, Shom Nago Nadatz Hashem, El Shagam later, actually, Yi Oz Shum Min Nagad Nadatz Hashem. Not only won't be any opponent to know Hashem, because there won't be Rav Chelim, Rav Mulchama, I mean. Rav Mulchama, Kin V'Tachros, El Shagam Liyishum Eisik B'Yonam Achedim. There won't be any occupation or anything else. That's one thing. Ella, the second thing is Kava Chiyuvi. There'll be a positive also impact. Sheyir Raka Eisik Ladatz Hashem B'Vad. Besides, we won't be occupied in other things. We'll only be occupied in learning and doing knowing the Eibusha. So this is two impacts that's going to be, and this is why the Rama has to say, there won't be Asik, so it's really two in one. Let's finish this see first, then we'll go through the others. Now understand also a big sweet why. Why does he have to say B'chlal there won't be hunger? You know why? Ask the question, why does he have to say that it's the outcome of good? In Hilchos Tshuva we said that it's two different things, that it will be good, and also there won't be hunger. And B'chlal l'mayin afkimina, who cares what's the reason? The answer is, what's the mitzvahs are all about? To impact the world. The aim of the mitzvahs is to impact the mitzvahs of the world. What's the impact in the mitzvahs, in the mitzvahs of the world that it has that it comes in touch with, and also in the general, the whole world, even though it's negating the previous entity of the world, the way it's not done a mitzvah with it yet, because the lay pull us ahead, that can pull shalchiv u'metzias. So it says, what's a mitzvah? Even though it's to negate the mitzvahs of the world the way it is on its own, because the lay pull us ahead, that can pull shalchiv u'metzias. It's a positive impact that it shouldn't be the way it is on its own. How does the Torah make that the world shouldn't be the way it's on its own? By making it be the way Torah wants it should be. And automatically its previous state of existence is taken away from it. So for this is also a proof, and a way of Mikol Shekain, that the negative things which are going to be in the Mesa Mashiach is also Metzias. What's he saying? What's he saying? The Kosher, how can you say this? This is Mistam Loshan of the Rebbe, it's just the way it's written. Anyway, stop. The Kosher later over the Mecham. How can you say that the negative impact that's going to be in the times of Mashiach is a positive impact. Not war, not hunger, is negativity. It's not a metzius. It's to negate the existence of hunger, to negate war. Why is this a positive thing? If we're saying, how do we come to Yemei Mashiach? Because the mitzvahs all along, and the mitzvahs is impacting the world that it should be the way the Eibshter wants, and therefore it's not going to be the way it's on its own. So the Yemei Mashiach, which is the outcome of the all Aved of all our years, has to be also an Nefesh Chiyuv. Rambam. Therefore, the Rambam comes to explain to us, you know why there's no hunger, no war? Not because there's no hunger, no war. Because there's a lot of good. It's an outcome from the good that's going to be in the world. The Yishlem Dugmal, as the Rebbe says, this is Mamash Shane's the Rebbe Mustama. You could say an example for this thing, V'yem Hashviyat Tishbis, mitzvah saseh. How could it be it's a mitzvah saseh of V'yem Hashviyat Tishbis? L'chura, Tishbis means not to do. No, there's a mitzvah chiyuvis, to rest. Resting is chiyuv, and therefore I don't do malacha. There's a mitzvah saseh, a mitzvah leises in Shabbos. It's lei lasses malacha, saseh kol malacha, and the V'yem Hashviyat Tishbis is a mitzvah saseh. And the Leis Haisam Malach is a Tetzah from B'yem Hashvit Tishbis that I have to rest. So he's saying, since mitzvahs is to impact the world, and world's coming to its completion in times of Mashiach, so therefore you have to say also the later of Alei Melchom is going to be an outcome of the good that's going to be then. Fine. Let's see the orders of the Rebbe over here. No, we said that there's two concepts in the Pnim. We said that there's two inyonim. There's not going to be any, just like the mitzvah has two impacts, it should be like the mitzvah one that the Eibshter wants, and shouldn't be like it's not like the Eibshter wants. Therefore, the time of Mashiach is also going to have these two kavim. It says the Rebbe 90 lahoyer shal derazo gam baschar shalifni misam shel hilchos tshuva. The hilchos tshuva Rambam speaks about the schar before misam Mashiach. The person who wants to learn Torah, wants to do mitzvahs, the Eibshter is going to help him out. She's yosim and man the kol advarim amin misam lasisa. He's taking away all the things that are holding us back from doing it. Shlila. V'yishpil on the kol tevis amachzik es yadein lasisa tevis. He'll give us all good that helps us to do the Torah, which is chiyuv. Hello, says the Rebbe, there's a difference in Hilchos Tshuva and Hilchos Malachim. Shebehilchos Tshuva, shnei hakavim gam benegei haschar hagashmi. The two kavim of Achiv and Shlila is also regarding to the schar gashmi, that we won't have any problems and we'll have all good. She'ein ki b'Hilchos Malachim kiv and shebei meisam shech l'tich shivus l'yonim gashmi. Since there's no shivus to gashmis in the times of Mashiach, very, like you were saying, call them down and think offer, yeah. It's only a reason for the Yishom Leirov. Kidlkamon or 101. Huh?
It's the outcome.
It's a titzah, the Tevatim Mishpas Harbe is a reason for the Yishom Leirov. That's not the Shnei Kav. Shnei Kav Nechiv Shlilim Negel Idea Ba'Vay. V'leis Kolam El Das Chulu. V'Vig Yisroch Chacham Gdei L'Chul Ki B'Fnim. There's going to be Chiv Shlilim Yesek Kol Elam El Das. They're not going to be Esek in other Inyonim, and it's not going to be Esek in other Inyonim. Going to be Esek in Das Hashem.
You do one thing.
You can do the other, yeah. Then what he says in 101 is that the Tevatim Mishpas Harbe is not about living off the Teva. It's just to take away Le'yishom Le'rov. Chen calling Nashpas Teva Rak Tam Le'yishom Le'rov. Come on, 101. O Shnei HaKav V'chiv V'shlilim B'negei L'idea Ba'avai Ki B'fnim. So it's Le'yishom Le'rov is a side thing. It's not the Iker Inyan of the Chiv and Shlila is we're not going to be involved in other things, and we're going to be involved in learning Hashem, thinking about the Eibshter. So Liyasham Leirov is not because the Leirov. Leirov is I'm a nugget to Yidiyas Hashem. And more than that, V'chlal won't be Asik in any other things. And that's all the Kav HaShlila. And then the Kav Chiyuvi is that we're going to be Asik in Lodas Hashem Bulvad. And therefore you Yisrael Chamudei. Fine. 91. Allahoy, Shegam Batchalos, Sefer Sheftim, Reilil Arfor Bapsiche, Dugma Shnei Kavim Il. Sheftim Il Ad Yonim, Yonim Lifsik Sadin Gufe, Kav Chiyuvi. The Sheftim are the Yonim which they pass in the din. It tells what to do. That's Kav Chiyuvi. The Sheftim Il Bal Makar, Tzul Hakas Koma Over, Schulu, Yonim Lishos like Snagos Schul, Kav HaShlilis. Allahoy Miram Reshich Shabbos, Nispar Kol Sichos, Shtzun Lil 21 of Kam Kemis. I guess over there also the Tishbis and Leisaisa Komoloch, I think. I'm not sure. It says over here, how could he later over Leimacham his header? Why? The Ram doesn't hold of the shita that Cheshach is a Metzias. Cheshach is lack of light. It's lack of something. Lack of something is nothing. Oh, that's Nakash. That's Nakash. That's a Rambam. So the shaila is, what did he create? What was the creation of Cheshach? The creation of Cheshach Guf could be a Hadra. The Brias HaCheshach is that Hadra. The Ram, the Rabbein bring the life from Beit Cheshach Takat that Cheshach was a Metzias. There's a whole story of the Rashbat that he was standing in front of some tzedek and he was blocking the light and there came a shadow on the table. So he was thinking, should he go away, take away the shadow? He said, no, let the Rebbe miles and my Cheshach. And Lepeo, so Sikh the Rebbe brings it. And the Rebbe says that he didn't have to do it because he didn't have a Metzias of Cheshach. His whole Cheshach was a Hadra. So Mele hat nicht gehabt, was zum Wahre sein. Das ist ein ganzes Sicher und auf der Mais. Yeah. Where are we holding? Let's go a little further. Moving, Shavdei, Shashpas HaTev Tifush Le'yeli Rov. Le'mucham Le'kine. In order that the getting of the good should cause that the person shouldn't have any hunger, any war, or any jealousy. In order that he shouldn't have hunger, shouldn't have war, shouldn't have jealousy, is only when he recognizes that he actually has the good. If he doesn't realize that he actually has the good, like say, if he realizes what he has, then it's good. He could come to Kineh V'Tachlis because he doesn't realize that he has everything he needs. Eventually he'll come to hunger and war. Because he has Kineh and the other person will have hunger, you want to get more. The Gams of Dorm want to get also that. It's an outcome from that, he'll come to war. Therefore, good could be said even about something that the person doesn't see that the benefits in it. It's good. More than that, he says, not just. He doesn't see the good, but it's there. It's a good thing for him. It's too much. But it's good. They can't handle by the rain that the B'chei was bringing to the people. That's why the Rambam, after he writes Shatev Tim Shpas Harbe, he writes Meisav Chol Hamadanim Metzuyin Chulu. Ki Madanim Dvarim Hamadanim Shah the Margish of Anova Tiny. The person feels pleasure. So he got it. He gets it. You can't say that this is pleasurable. Every person has this thing that he has pleasure from. That's why you can have someone that has a pleasure from fasting. How do you move on? When you say pleasure and all types of pleasures, that's enough for everybody. Now he answers the other question. Why it doesn't say Mushpas Amadanim Mushpoim? What's the whole reason he says this? Not to tell me that it comes from the Eibishter. It's this what he said before. That but the Eifin it's going to be is going to be v'chol hamadanim sim kofar. There's gonna be madanim. That the Eibush is good is gonna be in such a way that's gonna be madanim, and it's gonna come to the person. Madanim shach tanum gashmi. But the whole expression of madanim, here comes your word. The whole expression of madanim is by pleasure, physical pleasure. Mili kreisi madanim. You fill the stomach with madanim. That's the question. Because it's stupidities. It's nothing. Right? Your question. To take away this question, Rambam. Which means they won't have a value. Why do we need madan to have pleasure things in times of Mashiach or Raknesh Balad Yagu Baruch Shalom B'Tachlis? He needs it in order to be healthy. But as a goal for itself is kafir. He doesn't see it as a value. It's to give pleasure. If you don't have pleasure in your food you eat, you cannot live. The that he's maked the teva. Every person has pleasure. You forget about it. Every person has pleasure. If you don't have pleasure, you can't live with the thing. It's disgusting. You're going to throw up. That's it. As they state, if it's disgusting, what's the hepech of tainer? Tsar. There's no middle. Other tsar, other tainer. No middle. Es ist da Maimer, ein Alef, der erste Maimer, sagt als jeder Reiner kedei zu leben, darf man mal Geschmack. Es ist da Deges in Geschmack, es ist da Smack wird sich und so. But Pasha, it's a verdeit sich, and so it goes down, and you don't discuss, you don't throw it up. It's da meistens, when the Master went outside, he said, with a kurze Arbe, he threw up. That was, he couldn't stand it. When he ate, he didn't throw it up. Anyways. He sagt, die ganze Kinske Mischpoche in Skyborn durch den Meister. In Boston, von der Arbe, yeah. He stayed in his house. Und gesehen das, und dann gesehen, das ist Chossi, das ist stolz vor der Rebbe. Und der Rebbe gekommen, die gewonnen ganz alle Babetsche. Ja, seht ihr. No, go a little further, we have some more minutes. It's 9:40 already, Ramos. Stop. Was sagt die Gabe? We could learn Mitzvah Hashem.
Okay, tonight let's go back to Shiur.
What did we learn today?
Oh, I thought you went to sleep.
What?
I thought you went to sleep. You forgot about it. We were talking about it. Someone said, when's